So this is the Happy Home Paradise Challenge. This is just a challenge I made up for myself so that way I could get through all of the villagers' houses and NPCs because I want to decorate for everyone. There's 477 total houses to do. The rules are that I only have 15 minutes to decorate for each house, otherwise I will never get this done. I will take hours to decorate each house, so just 15 minutes. I have to use the 6x6 home size, and I cannot choose who I decorate for because I do not want to prep or plan. So I have chat make suggestions, and then I put them on a wheel and we spin to see who it lands on. So let's get into it. So who we have on the board right now to spin for is Rodney, Skye, and Cookie. This is from the last stream I did. So I'm gonna need one more suggestion from the class on who to decorate for. Old Turtle? Oh, Tortimer? Okay, we can do Tortimer. I can add Tortimer. I guess we're ready to go then. We're ready to figure out who I'm gonna decorate for first. Who's it gonna be? I have just one character in this whole series that I just don't like, and that's Rodney. And we're starting the stream with Rodney, but you know what? I think this is good that we're getting Rodney out of the way now, because then I can be done and over with him, because there's gonna be a lot of houses to decorate, and this is just gonna be the one that I'm like, I don't have to deal with him anymore. I don't have to anticipate this anymore. So this is fine. I'm trying to make a positive out of this situation. Just look at this. Look at this face. Look at this. You can't tell me that he's not the worst. He's just the worst. And I'm not just basing this off of his looks. I had him in New Leaf for a little bit, and he would not freaking leave my village. Like, at first I was fine with him. I'm like, cool, dude, you're gonna end up leaving at some point. But he would not leave. He just kept staying. And before you say anything, it is such an honor to talk to me. You're so welcome. Can you see why he pisses me off? Can you see why? We're gonna make his house trashy as hell, and we're starting right now. So, it's no secret around here that Rodney is just that villager for me. Just the worst of the worst. So that's why, you know, I was taking out some of my frustration with his existence with this build, but that's okay. So yes, I went with a whole dumpster theme. I don't think I'll ever do this again for any other villager. This was just a special little treat for this special little guy that just wouldn't leave me alone in New Leaf. I kept trying to get rid of him and he would just not leave. He just tormented me on my town in New Leaf for months. One person made a comment while I was creating this dumpster place that it was very organized looking, and they're not wrong, because if you're noticing anything about me, I'm very organized. I'm a very cleanly person. I like to have kind of a sleek look for everything. So trying to do a build that's messy and a little chaotic is a little difficult for me. It's just not in my natural wheelhouse. But I think overall, I still made it work. I feel like I still made it come together to where it was messy, but, you know, had a splash of organization in the end product. So I'm pretty happy with, you know, all the ideas that came together to create this dumpster fire special for Rodney himself. And that is time. I feel like if anything I could change, I would probably bring the car up a little bit and put fire behind it, but it's still so organized, Tizzy. I tried to be messy. I tried. Oh, it's magnificent. It's so beautiful. Wow, trash for miles. Wow, beautiful. Wow, he deserves this, guys. He worked hard to be where he is right now. I love the security camera. Oh, but look at him. He's so happy. The next character I'm decorating for is... Who's he gonna be? Who's he gonna be? It's gonna be Skye. Here's Skye's amiibo. Let's get them scanned in. A painting school. Okay, I like this. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. We'll make them a cute little art studio. All right, making Skye a little painting studio, and here we go. So of course, my thought process going in for Skye was that I was gonna make her, you know, a little artist studio. So the first thing that came to my mind was, you know, if I was an artist, I'd probably want to be able to have a beautiful view of the outdoors right outside my home. So I really worked hard on this window sticker wall for Skye because I was just like, oh, they gotta be able to see the great outdoors. They just gotta. I probably spent way too much time on the wall because, as you can see, it's about to be at the 5-minute mark. I'm still working on the wall, and that's never a good sign at the 5-minute mark because there's a lot more house to do, and there's only 15 minutes to do it. But I won't lie, I'm very happy with how that wall turned out. So yeah, I started making the painting area right in front of the window, and I started filling out the house a little bit at a time where, you know, there was like books, like they could be possibly photo albums or something, or just crafting books. And then I had a table where, you know, there's other crafts that could be done. You know, I just wanted this place to feel crafty instead of just about painting. And I really like how it turned out because the floor and wallpaper combination just flow so well together. You can never go wrong with pairing blues and yellows together. But then I decided to make the painting area its own room, and then I really started to struggle at this point because I realized I was running out of time and I needed to desperately throw things onto the walls. Dang it! That's the 15 minutes! God dang it. Painting school. Well, it's not really a school, but I was going for an artist studio. Oh yes, we love this angle where we can't even see them. Oh, that was a terrible screenshot. Oh, beautiful. I love this view. We'll take that one too. Are you happy with your little artist studio? Very nice. Well, this is not that bad of an angle. If only I had put lights on the ceiling. That's what I should have done. I should have just thrown a bunch of paintings on the walls and then put lights on the ceiling. Oh well. I still feel like I did pretty decent. Let's go ahead and spin and just see who we get. How about that? Oh, is it gonna be Vic or is it gonna go to Blanca slowly? It's gonna be Vic! Here they are. Vic. I'm gonna decorate for them next. They have, I think, a medieval kind of look or something. I can't remember what it was, but it's more of a themed build, so I'm a little scared, but I think I can do it. I think I can. What I'm gonna do for this, I don't know. We're gonna just pick the wallpaper and flooring and we'll go from there. And start. As you probably could tell, I was pretty nervous to work on Vic's home. I'm starting to learn that if I do a home that's very theme-based, you know, kind of a unique theme, I just kind of have a hard time with it because I'm very much a homebody, so I don't really know how to decorate for anything besides homes. But, you know, doing homes like Vic's helps me to get better at that. So here with Vic's house, I wanted to just kind of make it like there was a prison cell, but there was also like a little area to rest. because, you know, these wallpapers just made sense for Vic, and, you know, I don't get to use these kinds of wallpapers very often, and, you know, if he wanted something for an adventurer, I feel like, you know, at some point he would end up in a prison like this to break out his fellow friends. I don't know what he does in his adventuring times. And this build kind of shows how I'm trying to be messy, but at the same time it's coming across as very organized, which is very difficult, as you can tell. I'm not very good at trying to make things messy, but I was giving it my darndest. In the end, I feel like I at least got a good amount of traction with this home. I would like to work on it more, but, you know, I feel like overall I did what I could with this, and, you know, it definitely gives that whole adventurer feel. It's not bad. It's not bad. I came in here with not really an idea, and now that I have the light on, I wish I turned the white box a different color, but it's not bad. It's not. When it comes to like random stuff, like being cluttered and random, I have a hard time with that. And this stream is getting me a lot of random and cluttered. An adventurer's home base. Well, I hope you like it. But yeah, I definitely need to change that box to not be white because it's not working. Love this. Love this angle so much. It's not bad. It's really not. That big old smile. It's not a bad place. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see who it's gonna be. Is it gonna be Tortimer? Is it gonna be Tortimer? Yay! It's Tortimer! Ooh, I'm excited for this one. Ooh, we can make him a little retirement home. I'm excited. Here he is, Tortimer himself, old turtle. We love a good grandpa around here. And we're ready to decorate for his little retirement vacation home, and go. Tortimer. As soon as his name landed on the wheel, I knew I had to give him a retirement / beach home because he deserves it. And so I started by, you know, figuring out the right kind of beach vibes when it comes to the wallpaper and flooring. And then of course I started installing a sticker window wall because it just made sense. Like if you're in a retirement home or, you know, just someplace where you're settling down in your old age, or just in general, you probably want a view of the beautiful world around you. So wanted to make sure he had that. So I started building out the layout, and I was thinking I wanted to make sure that it was a functional space, like a little living area along with a kitchen area, because kitchens are very important. You know, I love a good kitchen. So I'm starting to build this out, and I was kind of going off of the color palette off of him, but then I started realizing that there was just a lot of green. This wallpaper is just a lot of green, and it's you know, it's kind of difficult to work with because it's just a lot. But then I realized if I do the molding all around the room, it works. It just works. It kind of gives the space a little bit more without overdoing it. So yeah, I really put a lot of time into the kitchen. As you can see, I'm starting to run out of time, and I don't even have a living area. So I'm happy with the kitchen, but I started to panic when it came to decorating the rest of the house. So I started putting things down that I thought, you know, an old tortoise might like, but I definitely wish I had given it more time, but it is what it is. That's time. No! I needed to put just a little bit of artwork on that wall, and then it would have all been fine. Oh, no. Yeah, see, if I just had some pictures on that back wall, then it would be perfect. Oh. Look at his glasses coming through the sofa. And if I put like plants in between or like tables in between the sofas and the chairs, it would have been nice too. Oh yes, pound cake. But I mean, yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty nice. Yeah, this is not a bad living situation whatsoever. It's pretty gosh darn good. All right, so let's see who I'm gonna build for next. Who's it gonna be? Cyrano. Here's Cyrano right here. Just don't know what kind of house they're gonna want. I've never had Cyrano, so I don't even know what house they begin with. Construction job site? I am so confused by this character. Yeah, buddy, I think I'm just gonna give you a home. How about that? Ready and go. So I flirted with the idea of making Cyrano a construction site for 2 seconds, but then remembered what I did to Vic's house and said, no, we're giving you an actual home. So I started laying out a home that kind of went off his color palette, which really it was just driving off the color blue. And then from there I was like, these whites and these browns really work together, so that's just what I stuck with. And I wanted to make them kind of a spot where they could just drink some tea, because I just imagined that they would love tea. They would just love to have a good cup of tea and a nice little sitting area. So once I got that set up, I started to focus on the kitchen, because I wanted them to have a pretty good kitchen, because I feel like a good kitchen makes for a comfy home. I also spent a lot of time on this kitchen and just trying to fill up a lot of the space in the home as much as possible, because I didn't want just the blue wooden planks everywhere. I wanted to jazz it up a little bit, because Cyrano just doesn't seem like that kind of plain person. So using blue accents here and there, I put together the kitchen, and I really love how it turned out. But then I was thinking, you know what else would complete this nice little cozy home? A working station, because, you know, even though he's not at the construction site, he can definitely work on construction pieces, maps, whatever, plans. I don't know what people do in construction. He can do whatever it is at his desk. But yeah, then I started adding some greenery just to give the place a little bit of life, and feel like it came together pretty well. Oh man, that's it. God dang it, dude. Although, I think that actually worked out pretty well. I may have run out of time, but I think that worked out pretty good. Construction job site. Yeah, that actually looks nice. It's very livable. Oh yes, I love this angle. Very nice. He seems to be satisfied by it. Very nice. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and spin with these three. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Pave! Got Pave, we're ready to scan them in. Alright, here we go. We're ready to put 15 minutes on the timer, making Pave a dance club. And here we go. I just loved the idea of doing a club, so I just kind of ran with that idea, because, I mean, it seemed perfect for Pave to just have a club setting. Now, have I ever been to a club? Hell no. Not that there's anything wrong with going to a club, but obviously, if you talk to me for 4 seconds, you'll realize I don't know what goes on in a club. But I wanted to definitely make a bar scene, because that's definitely something at the clubs. At least that's what movies have taught me. So that's what I put together here, just to make sure that we at least checked that box off the club list. And of course, what club is complete without drinks? You gotta have some nice drinks. Of course, I wanted to make a small, intimate sitting area, because again, like what I've seen in the freaking movies and shows, there's always like a little lounge area that you can hang out at. And I wanted to break up the place a little bit because I didn't want just all the lights everywhere, so I was trying to add some accents to the walls where I could, so that way it just kind of broke the place up a little bit. And then I added lights, of course, because lights are all the rage in clubs. And then, of course, I used feminine mannequins to try to create this whole ladies' night scene. It's ladies' night, it's feelings, right? Okay. I think this ain't too bad. For somebody who's never been to the club before, this ain't bad. Oh, let's see how this looks. Girls' night with Katie. Oh, beautiful angle. Love this. This is perfect. Katie's basement dance-off. Final match edition. Oh, they're just eyeing me down. Oh, the ladies. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting builds from today. First, we gave Rodney the trashiest house we possibly could. We gave Skye a relatively normal home. We had Vic, that was an adventurer's home. We had a little retirement resort home, basically. And then Cyrano wanted a construction home, and I just said the chaos ends here, and I built him a regular home. But then we went to Girls' Night Club with Pave. So in total, that is 6 cards that I did in today's stream. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode of my Happy Home Paradise Challenge video series that I'm doing. This episode was very interesting because we did a lot of interesting builds compared to like normal home builds, like I've done in the previous 2 episodes. So it was fun, but also challenging. Thank you again for watching. If you want to catch me live doing these streams or just streaming anything, you can follow me on Twitch. You can find the link in the description below. I stream on Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And if you want to support me a little further, I have a print shop full of photos that I have taken across the world. And when I mean that, it's really just the US and Japan. But I really love these photos. They're my favorite photos, and I have them displayed in my house. And maybe you want to display them in yours. So go check it out. But thank you. I really do appreciate you guys just even glancing in my direction for just a second. I'll see you in the next one.